Okie. Idam existico. Good day. It is just after 1800 hours, 6 o'clock in the PM. It's actually about quarter after. And we are on Moon Day, April 3rd, I believe, 2023 in the lunar cycle Saaki Sum, the duck moon, the Easter moon, when the waterfowl start having their eggs. And they're not the only ones that have babies these times of year. It is that magic moon. And if you hear a little bit of chitter chatter in the background as we're driving along, that is because I am in possession of 5 baby raccoons. Hey, look at the babies. He's so cute. Yeah, I'm in possession of 5 baby raccoons. Remember that house that I showed on my last video where I described the house on the south side where it had, you know, nice columns and structure to it, and the raccoons were just using that structure to get onto the roof, into the chimney, and nesting in there. They had done it before, like I'd caught raccoons at his place before, and they were back again. And he had hired a service to come this morning. They were scheduled to come sometime between 9 o'clock and noon this morning and cap off his chimney. But we wanted to make sure we got the raccoon out of there first, so I tried to trap it, didn't catch it. And then this morning I went there like an hour before 9, you know, 8 o'clock somewhere, just after 8 I showed up there and started trying to extract the raccoon, you know, just scaring it up the chimney from the bottom. And it took me about 40-45 minutes to actually scare that raccoon away. It was I climbed up the side of the house on a ladder, and I looked down the chimney. It was a big fat raccoon that was living in there. But unfortunately, while I was, you know, banging away to get it out of there, I could hear in the box all of this chatter from these little guys. And I knew we had babies on our hands, so I took my iPhone and I put it up over the flue, and I kind of checked around, took a look around with the video, and sure enough, there's little gray babies in one of the back corners. It was not easy to reach back there. I had to really become a contortionist. You know, I remember as a kid we used to watch like Guinness Book of World Records and stuff like that, and they would sometimes have these yogis or contortionists that can, you know, fold themselves up in a little box and shit. That's what it felt like, trying to get my arm up, you know, in through that flue, reach back to the far back, and I had to really climb in the firebox myself. It was difficult. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to extract them, and I think I was making the homeowner worried too, because I was like, I don't know, Mike, you know, it's not looking good. I was having a hard time even scaring the mama out to begin with, and then once I got her out, I tried probably half a dozen times to reach the babies unsuccessfully before I finally just was like, all right, somehow my whole arm is getting in here, and sure enough, I extracted them. You sure are cute. Sorry, I messed up you guys' nest. Nobody wants you in their chimneys. So now there's the dilemma. I have these babies. Right now, I've had them since this morning. I'm driving to the west. Well, I'm on the west side now, but I'm driving to Riverstone to set up another raccoon trap over there. And it's getting toward dusk. And so after that trap is set, then I'm going to take these babies back to that residence where I picked them up this morning. And we are going to leave them there through the dusk and for a few hours into the night, and see if Mama will come and extract any of them. I don't think I can leave them all night there, or they're gonna freeze. I've got kind of a hot water bottle. I'll show you the setup, but it's really just one of my, you know, I have a backpack with a water, with a hydro canteen kind of thing, a bag canteen, and so I don't know what you call those things, but anyway, I filled it up with hot water from our house, and that's what's, you know, gonna keep them minimally warmed for a few hours, but it's not enough. Then they can't be there all night, and I can't really rely on the client, you know, to do it for me. So I'm gonna leave them for a few hours into the dark, and then I'll come extract them. I probably do the same. Well, I've got somebody who says she is taking care of raccoon broods like this in the past. She's done 3 broods, kind of nursed them as babies. We're not allowed to keep raccoons as pets in Alberta. Okay? It's stupid, but that's the way it is. The province considers them an invasive species. Obviously, they are a native North American species, so I don't consider them such. They weren't just dropped off here. They move here themselves, so that's not, you know, invasive. It's not a war. This is ecology. Anyway, they consider them invasive, and they because they can harbor like rabies and distemper and stuff like this. But so can our domestic dogs and cats and such. I don't know. Any case, we're not allowed to keep them, and so I do have somebody who I will be turning them over to tomorrow. This woman who I'm telling you about, who's taken care of raccoons in the past, and she'll take care of them just as long as we need, until we find a way to move them to Saskatchewan. Even though we're not supposed to cross the borders with them, with wildlife, there are raccoon rehabilitations in Saskatchewan, even in Saskatoon, which there's a lot of people commute to Saskatoon. I'm sure we can find a driver. So that's my next move, after we try to get them back to mama here. So we'll see. But right now I'm gonna go set this trap. Yeah, well, I'll show you with my other camera what the situation in the box looks like. But I'm gonna go talk to this client first. All right, we are back over to the south side now, where I caught these guys, and we're gonna leave them for a few hours. Here's the situation. They're all like lumped up on the hot water bag, and they obviously like that bag, which is good. I'll put this over them to shield them even more, and I'll see if my client would be willing to boost that hot water again before too long. It's still pretty warm right now, but they obviously, these babies could feel it and they went right for it. So, all right, let's see. A little bit awkward one-handed. Yeah, I feel for them. It's cold out here.
Hello there, Ryan.
Hey, Mike.
Got it?
Yeah. I'll show you what I got set up here. I hope she takes some.
I do too.
So basically, I just filled a bladder bag full of hot water.
Yeah.
So they're all lumped up on top of there, and loving it.
Loving it.
But
it's like back in the mama's belly.
but that heat ain't gonna last all night. Yeah, I'm thinking
Look at what he's got set up here.
Yeah, I just took a bladder bag and filled it with hot water
Oh, look at them.
so they can lay there. But probably like 11 o'clock or midnight or something, I'll just roll in and grab the box and whoever's left out here.
Okay.
All right, it's about 10 o'clock now, and it's 4 degrees below zero outside, and the temperature is dropping. And I was gonna wait till 11 or 12 to go fetch these kids, but I'm feeling really bad for them. I don't want to make a mistake and have any of them die just because I've exposed them to too much cold. So hopefully Mom has already visited. It has been dark for a couple of hours. Hopefully she's already taken a kit or two, but we're gonna find out. We're on the way. Looks like the household's still up. They're probably interested in this experiment too. Okay, I can hear the babies. Four. There's 4. So she's taken one of them. How's this bottle? This bottle's not too bad. Alright. These guys are probably so cold. Alright, well, looks like we have 4 little ones to continue dealing with. At least for the night, into finding them new situations tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of kitten replacement formula here, which I had mixed earlier. I've been kind of feeding this to them all day. But then I had it in the fridge, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to climb to room temperature before I fed them any of it. Oh shoot, I forgot to take the cap off of this thing. Alright, here we go. You're getting messy. Yes, I'm just going to feed each one of them as much as about 2/3 of a syringe, only about half of which actually gets down. The little tummies. Main thing is to keep them hydrated and warm. All right. Next subject. Oh, you a fat one. I haven't even checked how many male to female we have and all that jazz. Not that it matters or anything. Come here. Come here.